Hello, Prep2Prep Nation. It's Doug Fioranelli, owner of Rise Above Performance Training. And today I'm going to go over some lower body mobility. And mobility is just basically moving your joints through a range of motion. And they're essential for sports. So sports require a good amount of mobility. And it's for running, jumping, sprinting, also to keep you safe from injury. So I'm going to show you my 3 go-to lower body mobility exercises. So the first one, we're going to get our hips and our hamstrings warmed up. Now, you may in the past have done things like leg swings. These are okay, but what a lot of times, a lot of momentum is used, and it kind of gets some fake flexibility in there. So I have my athletes lie down. We're going to reach through one leg. So this leg that's on the ground is going to stay down, and I'm reaching through the heel. I can have my hands on the ground, and I'm also going to reach through my heel on my active foot and raise up. So this is about as high as I can go right now. A little tight. And I'm going to bring it down, reach up. What I don't want to see is when this comes up, I'm going to have this other leg pop up and give me more flexibility. So this has to stay down. Now ideally, as I do it more and warm up, I feel a wall and I back off a little bit and get a little further until I'm about 90 degrees without popping up. So my leg's pretty close to 90 degrees. I have to work on that a little bit more. So you're going to do both sides there. Now the second one we're going to do is going to be the hip, but also the hip flexor. So if you're sitting in class all day at your desk, the hip flexors muscles in here are going to get short because you're in this position here. Now when you run or sprint, you're going to need those muscles. If they're short, you're going to need those muscles to be long so you can extend. Now if you're sitting all day in class and you go out and run soccer, let's say, and sprint, you can pull this muscle pretty bad because it's already short and you didn't warm it up to get it long. So this is one of my favorites, quad rocks or whatever you want to call it. I'm going to get in a lunge position. I'm going to use a post to keep myself stable so we're not trying to challenge our balance necessarily. I'm going to have my knee just behind my hip here. So I don't want to be too close here. I want to get a little bit of a pre-stretch in that front of the leg. I'm going to bring this leg up, grab it here. Now to grab here I had to twist, so I'm going to bring it back. Before I move forward, I'm going to tighten my butt, get my hip underneath me, and I'm going to move my whole body together and back. So I'm not pulling on this leg, I'm not bending over, I'm moving, shifting my hip forward. And I get a lot less further when I do that, but I get a more intense stretch. So I back off here, and I'm using this front leg for leverage. And as I move along, I'll be able to get a little bit further and really open up that hip flexor, and I'll be ready to play my sports. The last one we're going to do is an ankle mobility exercise. Now a lot of people kind of neglect the ankle, but the ankle is actually probably the most important one because it's the first thing you do when you run. You're going to move your ankle, push off, you're going to sprint. You need good ankle mobility. If your ankle's stuck and stops, all that force is going to go to the next joint, your knee, and that's how you blow out ACLs and things like that, especially when you cut. So a really simple ankle mobility drill, I'll just roll my pants up so you can see, is I'm just going to be on the foot. I'm going to get on my foot. I'm going to keep my knee over my toe, keep my posture, and I'm going to glide my whole knee and lower leg forward, keeping my heel down and backing off. I like to tell my athletes to keep it right over the shoelaces, so I don't want to cave in. Caving out's okay, but we want to keep it directly over the shoelaces. And I don't want to pop up my heel, giving false flexibility. So I'm going in, backing off. Going in, backing off, and then I'll do it on the other side. So these exercises are great to do before you practice or perform your sport. Give them a shot. If you have any questions, email me at doug@riseabovestrength.com. If you're interested in training, check out riseabovestrength.com. Thank you very much.